Hey everyone, Greco here, back with yet another video. This is a very good anime. This is gonna be my review for the Irregular at Magic High School Magic High School. I think it's Magic High School Academy or just Magic High School, but the Irregular at Magic High School. I ain't gonna waste your time. This is a very, very, very good anime. This is it's got action, it's got magic, and the magic is actually kind of different in this one. It's like more sciencey, it's kind of, but still magic. It's amazing. It took me a minute to get used to because I'm used to the traditional like type magic shows and honestly low budget. But this one the effects are beautiful. Some of my favorite part was during the battles, not just because they're using powers, which I love because I love superpowers and all that, but it's the fact that the effects on it. So yeah, but it's got a little bit of comedy. It's got romance. It's got it all. It's got it all. It's 4 seasons, three actual seasons and a movie. So you'll be watching it for a while. I finished watching this about a week ago. I'm not gonna give you the story because it is a very, 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 very long one. So I'm gonna give you a brief rundown of the character. But before we get into all that, I am I came down with a slight cold yesterday. I got a stuffy nose. And, I'm feeling a little better. I just took some medicine, so I'm not gonna rush the video, but you might notice me stopping the video here and there, and that's just I'm feeling some sniffles coming along, and I don't want to do it in your face, so I'm stopping the video and then I'm re-recording a new thing, and just sometimes setting up the recordings is kind of wonky, so just bear with me. Hey, I got to get content out. I've been procrastinating on this video, making this video for a while, so let's get down with it. So, one thing about this show, which really was honestly the root cause of why I waited so long to do a video on it, is this show is like explaining the show. Like I can explain it, but I can't explain it. I'm gonna do my best. So the main character is a guy. The main characters is a brother and a sister. The brother's name is Taia Shiba, and the sister's name is Miyuki Shiba. Taia used to be. He is. Should I go into his backstory? Yeah. Okay, we start off with them enrolling in high school at the start of the series, but it is revealed that before he was a high schooler, Taia was actually a special agent for the Japan military. He was actually one of their most powerful assets. And it is revealed later on that Taia is a strategic class mage, in this series, strategic class mages are mages who have the power to repel entire armies and destroy an entire city in one blast. We later find out in the series that Taia actually was born magicless, but his mother performed an experiment on him to give him artificial magic, but his artificial magic wasn't as strong. So Taia actually lacks in certain aspects with his magic. And so when he and his sister enroll, and Miyuki was a genius. She was gifted. She was with magic. So she's put in the honors class, and he's put in the failure class basically. So they meet a whole bunch of new characters and all that. But shortly after they arrive at the high school, they run into all manner of trouble. Like throughout the series, they battle terrorists and stuff. There was this one group who were like anti-magicians and wanted to kill all people with magic. There was this one group who didn't like the diverse, like the divide between the different classes of magic within the high school, because there is a divide. So they had to deal with that. There were students who got swept up into it. It was like whole big mysteries and stuff. Another. They also took on a crime syndicate at one point, and it's not just Taia and his little sister. It's their whole class. It's the whole side class. You got Erica, Mikihiku, Naomi Sayagusa, Jamon. It's a whole lot of characters. It's a very expansive roster of characters and stuff. But yeah, they they go to this the 9 schools competition, which is basically it's a typical magic tournament type thing between classes, guilds, well, it's not guilds in here, but what I'm just trying to explain what it is. And during this tournament, Tatia and his school are targeted by the organization because the organization is trying to sabotage them because they bet money on it and they need his school to lose. Spoiler alert, his team actually winds up winning. But hey, Tatia, and throughout the entire series, what's really cool is we see just how powerful Tatia actually is. Tatia is able to do things that the other mages just simply can't. Like I said, when they were at the 9 schools competition, Tatia and his class were vigorously targeted. But Tatia was able to figure out what was going on. He figured out what was going on, and he was able to track down the headquarters and eliminate all but one person. And he let that one person live because that one person promised that he would give up his whole life of crime and all that. Then fast forward a little bit, we find out there is this, there's this situation where these things called parasites, and these are basically things from another dimension that resulted from that came into their world when the U.S. was trying to use experiments with black holes. The parasites bond to people and possess their bodies, but eventually kill them. While that's going on, the parasites actually infect a lot of U.S. soldiers, and a lot of U.S. soldiers defect to Japan. So one of the strategic majors in America comes to Japan as an exchange student. She's a student like Tatia, though she actually loses to Tatia and Mikihiko a lot. But I'll skip some stuff because like I said, I'm not recapping the story. But I also there's one point I really want to talk about. There's this one point where these group of people. There's the 10 master clans in this series, and these are the 10 most powerful families in Japan who protect Japan. They're in like different sectors, like some are in military, some are in intelligence, such and such. But basically, this family, the Kudo family, which is one of the 10 master clans, they actually use the parasites, and they put the parasites into androids, and these androids become Parasite Dolls. And this actually happened naturally while Tatsuya and his sister were battling one, but the Kudo man, the former head of the Kudo clan, actually saw the battle, and he took inspiration from that, and so they create these Parasite Dolls. And to this day, I've been fascinated about these Parasite Dolls. They're very interesting. We see them towards the end of the 3rd season, and the Kudos plan to unleash them on students who are doing an obstacle course thing during the second 9 schools competition. What's crazy is again, we're going into spoilers here. Tatsuya shows up, and Tatsuya actually defeats them. And like I said, Tatsuya is very overpowered. So them losing to him wasn't such a bad thing in my book, but I really would have loved to see them battle the students. Granted, it was all girls because and I personally think the creator had that because the guys would just be too overpowered, because the guys who were the male characters had some pretty devastating magic, but that's neither here nor there. But it would have been nice to see how regular mages, not super overpowered mages like Tatsuya, would stack up to these Parasite Dolls. But that's that's neither here nor there. But they were impressive. They were pushing. Tati actually has a nickname. He's called Maheshwara, and basically a lot of people revere him, in the military stuff, revere him as a deity because of how just powerful he was on the battlefield. And the head Kudo actually mentions that he goes, "Hey, the Dolls giving Maheshwara a run for his money was actually pretty impressive." A lot of people. And the Kudo guy, he's not evil. He's doing this because his son, or his grandson, was actually experimented on, and he's an artificial mage, and that caused him to be sick. So that kind of made him hey, we can't do this no more. We need to make better stuff. We need to treat our people better, our citizens and stuff. So he wanted to push. He created the Parasite Dolls to replace magicians, because a lot of magicians would get out of high school and go straight, get picked up straight by the army. But yeah, back to Tatsuya, because I kind of skipped around a bunch. Both Tatsuya and Miyuki are very overpowered, but Tatsuya is on a whole nother level. Tatsuya has the ability to cancel out people's magic. He has the ability to dismantle. He uses this spell called Grand Demolition, which is a high level spell. He destroys. He turns things, like he evaporates things. Like he turns them to nothingness basically. Tatsuya also has a bunch of other weird nuanced abilities. Like he can copy magic. He can put like binding and loyalty spells. He has this ability, like this extrasensory perception, where he can see, like he gets like he basically has a radar and he sees like a map, and like he's able to walk up to a building and see the entire layout of a building. This gives him the ability to this gave him the ability to strategize and plan way more than he normally would have been able to. Like I said, he can take away people's magic, and when that's a skill called cast jamming. But when other people try to cast jam on him, it doesn't work. Tatsuya also has the ability to revive the dead, so long as they haven't been dead for more than 24 hours. He can revive he can fix up buildings that have been destroyed. Like he is stupidly broken, and it's actually revealed that he has limiters placed on him, and he's this broken. So yeah, I mean, his power is on a whole nother level. And what's crazy is he's still looked at, because of how he's still looked at with disdain by most of his clan, which is crazy considering the fact that he's probably the strongest one. In fact, the head lady of his clan, it's not it used to be his mom, but his mom died. It's his aunt now. His aunt actually said that if she was to go all out against Tatsuya, and they had an all-out fight, she said, and that's her on the screen right here, she said she'd probably lose. Now, speaking of her, that's a good segue to another plot point I want to talk about with the show. Like I said, they're his aunt is, Tatsuya and Miyuki are part of the Yotsuba clan. The head Kudo guy said that the Yotsubas are becoming so powerful that their clan will dwarf the other 10 master clans in terms of power. It won't even be a balance. And in fact, a lot of people look at the Yotsuba as they call the clan untouchable because of their power, which is a bit of an exaggeration, and I'm not gonna get into it, but whatever. Miyuki and Tatsuya have convinced their clan to let them go to Magic High School, and they've actually got to change their name, so they're not called Yotsubas anymore. They don't have their last name is Yotsuba. They have their they took the last name of Shiba, and it's looking like Miyuki definitely Tatsuya, because Tatsuya was I forgot to mention he was relegated to a servant position, despite being his own mom made him be like a waiter and a butler, like a common servant. Like he wasn't even allowed to be. He had a rough childhood, so Tatsuya is planning on rebelling and gaining his freedom from the Yotsuba clan. And Miyuki doesn't actually want to follow what they want her to do either, because she wants to be by her brother. Like I said, she loves her brother. Like, not like the traditional sibling love. Like, she loves her brother. And she doesn't want to get married to somebody else, and she doesn't want to have children, because that's what's expected of the head of the Yotsuba clan. She says her body is for her brother and her brother only. So it's a whole lot of interesting dynamics. Now, honestly, I did not check when this series came out because I kind of feel because it's a lot of cliffhangers they left off on. So the show didn't end. I'm like manga, like in terms of manga style. What am I manga style? In terms of like I'm sure the manga was still going on, or is longer than this, but the show, where we left off, it was a bunch of cliffhangers, and I didn't see a season 4 up there. So I'm hoping we get a season 4, because I want some of these mysteries to get solved. Like, for example, Tatsuya and the Yotsuba clan. It's like a lot of plot points left off. But this is one of the shows that there's a lot left off, but it's good because we got so much at the same time. The Irregular at Magic High School, a damn good anime. Excuse my language, excuse for cussing, excuse the sniffles. Hope you guys go out and watch this. The Irregular, I promise you, it's worth a watch. I wouldn't recommend it's got it's got conspiracy theories, it's got mysteries, it's got all types of stuff. Like there's something you're gonna like about this show. You might have to give it a second because Lord knows I had to, but eventually it I promise it'll sink you in just like it sunk me. These are the Parasite Dolls you're seeing right here. I'm planning on doing a video with them later on. I'm gonna do some battle videos with them, but we'll get to that when we cross it. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, this is Glecko. Thank you so much for watching. I skipped a lot because there's just a lot with this show, and I didn't want this video to be forever. As you can see, it's already going on 14, 16 minutes. So, but yeah, give it. I don't know what else to say, y'all. You will like this show. You will like this show. Give it a shot. I highly recommend it. This is Glecko, and I'm out. Hey, yeah, sorry guys, I forgot to mention something. One thing about the show, one key plot point, the magic. So the magic isn't like your traditional magic. I can't remember if I said this earlier, but the magic isn't like your traditional magic. It's more like science based. Like it revolves around altering and transforming phenomena. So you don't really get the typical spirit magic, spirit summons, fireballs, but you get more like gravity magic. There's dismantling magic. There's ice. It's different, but you give it a shot. Because at first the magic was kind of putting me off. I'm not gonna lie, but as you watch more and more of it, I think it sucks you it's different. That's all I can say. But all right, I'm out now.